Tsubo Kazari refers to the formal way of displaying a tea jar or a chatsubo in the alcove. Tea leaves are picked around May. In the old days, before the harvest season, tea practitioners would send their tea jars to the tea masters in Uji. After the tea picking was completed, the fresh leaves were packed into the tea jars. The lids were sealed, and the jars were sent back to be stored carefully. By November, when the sunken hearth is opened for the winter season, the new tea had matured and developed a fine flavor. The seal on the jar was then broken, the leaves taken out, and ground in a stone mill to prepare matcha for the first time that year. This tea gathering is known as Kuchikiri no Chaji, the opening of the tea jar, and it was customary to display the tea jar in the alcove on this occasion. In the past, tea was ground freshly in small quantities from the leaves stored in the tea jar. It is said that grinding tea leaves into 30 grams of fine matcha powder took about an hour, a very time-consuming process. Nowadays, we can easily purchase freshly ground matcha from tea shops, so my own tea jar remains empty as well. Still, I hope someday to experience the taste of matcha ground by hand with a stone mill. Since November marks the time to enjoy the new tea and to open the hearth, it is often called the New Year for tea people. For this occasion, tea practitioners traditionally renew the tatami mats, replace the paper screens, and repair bamboo fences. It is also the season to change to a new silk fukusa. Although we are often told that silk fukusa should not be washed, if done properly, it can be gently cleaned with water. As a fukusa is used to purify the tea scoop and the utensils, it should always be kept clean. Tea was first brought to Japan at the end of the 12th century by the Zen monk Eisai of the Rinzai sect. He introduced the style of drinking whisked green tea, very similar to today's matcha. Eisai wrote that tea was an elixir that prolonged life. Over time, tea spread widely throughout Japan, and the culture of tea drinking took root. By the 15th century, tea gatherings had become a form of social entertainment, and in the late 16th century, Senno Rikyu perfected the practice, elevating into the way of tea. What began as a simple daily habit of drinking tea evolved into one of Japan's most profound spiritual cultures. At this turning point, unique aesthetics and a deep sense of mindfulness were woven into the practice. The tea served in the ceremony is the visible result, but the true essence of tea lies in the unseen process, learning the proper movements, preparing utensils, choosing sweets to match the season, and creating a welcoming atmosphere for guests. We must not overlook the beauty and the spirit found in these quiet preparations. Today, the global popularity of matcha can sometimes feel like a craze. Rather than being swept away by trends, I hope we can take time to enjoy a single bowl of tea calmly and mindfully, treasuring those peaceful, ordinary moments. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for more insights into the world of Japanese tea culture.